Hello everyone. In this tutorial video, we will be going over a new screen that we have in Rickus.com. And this screen allows for a very quick overview of performance for any particular program, for any particular cycle number, and any particular sample number. And this report is called the Viewing Quantitative Results section. So this is a new section that we've added on to Rickus.com that wasn't really there on our previous website. And let's go ahead and look at this. So we go to this icon that looks like a clock, and then we click on Viewing Quantitative Results. Once we click on that screen, we'll choose a program. We'll choose a cycle. Let's say we choose cycle 72. And then we choose a sample. Now, as soon as we choose all of those required fields, we get a summary report right here on the Rickus website. Now, this summary report for this program, clinical chemistry, for cycle 72, for sample 7, is shown by instrument. You have the analyte names, the reagent methods, the reagent supplier, the unit, and then your lab's result, as well as the peer group mean for comparison, your lab's performance indicators such as SDI, the peer group SDPA, that's a single SD. Then we have the percentage deviation for your lab, and then your lab's target score, which is our third performance indicator. For long-term performance overview, we've also decided to add the running mean target score right here on this screen. The running mean target score shows you an average of the last 10 target scores for the last 10 samples in every sample. So here you can see for the running mean target score for sample 7, and then we go back to sample 6, sample 5, sample 4, sample 3, sample 2, so on and so forth until the last 10 samples are reached. We average them out to show you a long-term performance overview of your lab. So for example, if you look at chloride right here, chloride in this particular sample, in cycle 72, sample 7, chloride has a low target score. You can see it's marked in red, because the target score is less than 50. In Rickus, you need to have a target score above 50 to have acceptable performance. So you can see the current sample's target score is low. It's poor performance for this sample. However, if you look at the running mean target score, we can see that chloride's score is actually high, which means that in this sample, there is something might have gone wrong on the instrument. However, overall, long-term, chloride on this instrument has been working well. So this indicates that there must have been a recent issue in the machine that is causing chloride's performance to decline. So that's the value of the running mean target score, and that's why we added it here in this summary report. Now, the main advantage of this summary report is to very quickly see how well you have been performing in all of your tests for a particular program, for a particular cycle, for a particular sample number. If I click on any of these columns like SDI, percentage deviation, target score, or running mean target score, let's say I click on the target score column, you can see if I click once, the target scores for all of my tests are now arranged in ascending order. Lowest first, and then we go to the highest. If I click on it again, you will see the highest target scores now come first. So this is now arranged in descending order. And finally, if I click on it again, I will now see this report as it was initially. So I will go back to my normal order of tests that I have chosen in QA test configuration. You can do this to any of these columns. You can click on percentage deviation, for example, and now you can see the lowest percentage deviations come up first. And if you click on it again, you will see the highest ones come up first now. And if you click on it a third time, you will go back to your normal order of tests. I encourage you to use this, especially for target score and running mean target score, to use the functionality of sorting them in ascending, descending, or your normal order of tests. Another feature that we have on viewing quantitative results is the ability to sort out poor performance analytes very easily by clicking on this toggle. Once I click on it, you will see only the poor performers will be highlighted on the report. The advantage of this is that now I know in clinical chemistry, in cycle 72, in sample 7, I have 7 tests that have poor performance. So I can quickly go to my sample report and then view this report for these 7 tests. Quickly scroll to the report for these 7 tests because I was able to check them on viewing quantitative results first. So the way you should look at this, I would advise, is to open viewing quantitative results first, see your poor performers, and then open your sample report for those poor performers, and then look at them in more detail in the RICUS report. Now, not only can I sort out poor performers, but I can also sort out tests by instrument using our instrument filter. So here I can choose any instrument that I want. Let's say I choose instrument 8345. These are just demo instruments. Now I can see 26 tests that are assigned to instrument 8345. If you remember before, the list here was 81. Now it's 26. So I can only now see the instrument 8345's tests on the screen. If I click on poor performance, now I can see all the poor performers of this instrument only. Another easy way to quickly find a test that you're looking for is to search for it on our search bar. So if I want to search for calcium, let's say, just type calcium. Now I can see all the calcium tests in sample 7, cycle 72 for my clinical chemistry program. So I can see all of the calcium tests appear on my screen. I can search anything I like right here on the search bar. The main purpose of creating this report is to make it very easy for labs to review their overall performance. It's there for quick performance overview. This concludes our tutorial today. Thank you so much for listening to me and for watching this tutorial.